Good afternoon, FBC Salinas. This is Pastor John coming to you with another edition of the Midweek Refresher video, where I desire to provide some information as well as inspiration for you in the middle of your week. Certainly hope your week is going well, and as I'm taping this, it's raining outside, and man, do we need that rain, and rainy afternoons always lead to naps. So if you need to take a nap, feel free to take a nap. Just don't take a nap while you're watching this awesome video. So a couple of announcements for you. Hope that they make sense to you. This first one pertains to the fact that this weekend we spring forward an hour. So please move your clocks ahead an hour, because we're still going to be meeting at 8:30 for spiritual formation, and we're still going to be meeting at 10:30 for our worship service. But if you haven't set your clock ahead for an hour, you're going to arrive at those things an hour late. So spring forward this weekend, and we'll look forward to spiritual formation with you, as well as our worship service. You can be here in person and as well as online. So at 10:30 on Sunday morning. Second announcement is this, and I'm going to give you a little heads up here. Holy Week is only a few weeks away, and the end of Holy Week is Resurrection Day, Easter. On Easter, we are going to be having both an indoor service as well as an outside service. And so we will give you details about the times for those events, and we hope that you can join us for one of those services. That would be fantastic. And so that's coming up. We're still working out the details. And so that's going to happen on Resurrection Sunday. We desire to have as many people here as possible, or online as possible, or outside as possible. So we're going to do that. We'll honor social distance and all those other types of things that we need to do. And thankfully, we've been able to do that to this point. So be paying attention to that as we talk about our worship services on Easter Sunday, both inside as well as outside. So that way we'll have a great time celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yesterday at our staff meeting, I went around to the staff and we shared this. And the question was this: who has encouraged you throughout these last 52 weeks that we've really been dealing with COVID? And so we heard from everybody on staff about different individuals, how they've impacted their lives and encouraged them. And I think that's important for us to remember, especially as we continue going through these days. It gets wearisome, and that's one of the reasons why I call this video the refresher video, because I know that it gets hard. Our tanks get tapped a little bit more quickly, and we need to be refreshed. We need to be encouraged. And so as I was hearing different names of people that the staff has been encouraged by, it occurred to me that we need to share that. All of us need to share with one another who's been an encouragement to us. And Paul even doesn't just allude to it, he says it very, very bluntly in the book of 1 Thessalonians. And by the way, if you need some encouragement, I encourage you to spend time reading through the book of 1 Thessalonians. This book, the 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, are filled with so much encouragement. And Paul understands the power of encouragement, because we need to keep on going. And it's difficult to keep on going. But listen to what he says here. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, he says, "Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing." That phrase, build each other up, it means it's going to take some effort. We can't simply think that other people are being encouraged. Perhaps God's prompting us to build them up, to give them a word of encouragement, perhaps to send them the text and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you and praying for you." Perhaps it's shooting them an email. Maybe it's even a phone call. Who knows what it is, but we need encouragement. And to hear the different ways that our staff has been encouraged this year it was really, really cool to hear about these different ways that people have been encouraged. So in the midst of this, and yes, it's an ongoing thing, and we do see good news happening, and yet we know that we still have a long ways to go, don't we? So as we continue through this, may the rest of this week, if a person crosses your mind, I want you to stop what you're doing and send them a text. Offer up a prayer for them. Perhaps even write them a note or even make a phone call and say, thinking about you and want to say, I want to encourage you and be here for you. That would be a great thing. The body of Christ, we need to rally around one another. We need to encourage one another because these are difficult days and we need to know that we're there for one another. I love you. I hope the rest of your day goes really well and the rest of your week goes even better than today. God bless you. Enjoy your day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.